Hello, and welcome to my basement. I'm gonna try to do these videos, when, you know, I actually get, really good ideas pop in my head and things start stirring in your brain and things all make sense and you're like one with yourself and stuff. It's kind of hard to do when you're a mom with kids, It's just like, okay, wait, child, wait, I gotta do this really cool, awesome freaking thing I just got in my head and get it out there. But several hours go by and one party here to another party there, it kind of fizzles away and kind of sucks. Yeah, it's not really easy to just jot it down real quick or get on the horn real quick. It's like you probably need to get like fucking recorder or something. Maybe that'd be a good idea while I'm changing a fucking diaper. But I'm sure y'all mamas know what I mean. Now, happy Halloween. This is a touchy subject, a very, very touchy subject, because it's something that, it's like one of those, really, God, like, but he did put it in my soul and heart to speak about it. And, okay, witchcraft. Now, I have tarot. Tarot's not a bad thing, and stuff like that. Prayer's not a bad thing. There's stuff like hope and, candles and frankincense and myrrh and stuff that they do that they're hypocrites about. Like, you shouldn't do that, we do that, but you can't do that because if you do that, it's witchcraft. And they're like, well, you fucking do that, motherfucker. Anyway, but everybody knows what the hell I mean when I'm talking about that. Really. I know you know, because it's obvious. Now, obvious that Jesus once said that thou shalt never ever make me into any grievous image. Well, kind of a failure on that one. Anyway, just saying. Also, another thing that's funny, Jesus said is that everybody will have a chance to be sacrificed in one of their lifetimes. I thought that was actually pretty interesting too. But I am totally not against the Bible whatsoever. It's just that there's meaning of words that they changed for because mankind wanted power, And what I'm getting up to is that particular point here. Now, witchcraft. The only reason why it could actually be such a not a good thing is the ash tash. You know what I'm saying? The records. Anyway, I think it's a funny name, but it's what they humans call them. In the book of Judas, it says, why are you laughing, Jesus, at, our giving thanks and our Thanksgiving dinner, and why are you laughing about it? And it says, well, you humans are doing it's great that you're giving thanks to God, but it's just, this is your way of doing it, then this is your way of doing it, it's how you choose to do it, so, it really doesn't matter how you give thanks to God. It's, okay, no, getting to my point again. All right. Humans choose to do in their story and their way of doing stuff. This is how humans came up with this idea of doing stuff, right? And so now when you think about your records in heaven and God's memory, if everybody is God, a piece of God, you're also a piece of God's memory, okay? So if he doesn't want to remember a specific something about you, then he doesn't want to really remember a specific thing about himself, or he wants to try to fix it. And that's pretty much what the main thing here is when shit happens, all right? Now, when something bad happens or something bad's done to somebody or something, interaction, and there's karma and you're angry about it and rah, or if you fall in love with somebody, it's like, oh my god, this guy's so dreamy, and you want to put a love spell and stuff, whatever, all that kind of dumb witchcraft shit that teenagers do. Now, the thing about it is that things are set up in your life. God moves the stars and the path and the way. If you like ask God for something, He does, actually prepare a way for you. And if you steer off this path left or right in any kind of way whatsoever, that's your choice, man. You asked for this. This is the path God sent for you that you asked for. If you veer off of it one way or another, shit happens to you, man. That's what's going to happen. And there's also the karmic stuff that we have to fix in order to have a better life in our next lifetime. Okay, this is why we get the karmic events. So if we use witchcraft to fix these fucking karmic events instead of learning from them, we're pretty much pushing ourselves out of, you know, our next life to be better. We're going to have to repeat the karma mistake again in order to learn from it instead of just cheating and going against God's will or karma's will or, not having faith whatsoever. That, if you be good, then maybe good will come back. Maybe. Possible. It's not always the case because I'm a pretty fucking good person. I've been a good person for a very long time and I get shit on a lot. I must have been a very shitty person in my past life or something. I don't know what the fuck all this fucking karma came from, but hey, you know what? Or, maybe I'm supposed to learn all this shit because I have some big to do. Very possible, It's not really being shit on. I'm just like looking and going, yep, that just happened. Well, I'll just go over here now and learn from whatever the fuck this was. Because, anyway, yeah. A lot of people, even if they really don't have your best interest in heart. Now, one fact about people, first impression, always, they measure you by how much they can take from you. That's everybody. There's a lot of women, they start out, they're all gold diggers, and it's just learned behavior through, pretty much your environment of how you fucking get raised, My dad's a great person. At least he was a great person. But, like I said, shit happens. And karma happens too, and that's just what it is, But, whatever. Anyway, so, I'm just saying this about the Ashcraft records. That you are cheating yourself out of a great life in your next lifetime if you decide to do witchcraft to change and alter what the fuck just happened to you, all right? Instead of understanding, learning, other than forgiving and building yourself out to become stronger, you become weaker, okay? Because you're allowing yourself to not experience, to not grow and become strong and build this fucking armor, all right? You want to build that armor. You want to let that bad shit happen to you. You want to get built up or beat up. And, you don't want to. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt. Sometimes it's not even supposed to fucking happen in the first place, and the other person is pretty much the bad guy in it. But God, it's crazy. It's crazy how all this intertwine works for you, actually, 100%. And we used to remember who we once were. Something happened about 400 years ago, maybe even longer. What was it, the 1600s when all this, the 200-year war of the Christianity turning from what it is to what it is now. So, and, God bless ye married gentlemen, why is it banned from the church? Gee, I wonder, So it's not like Wiccans are bad or witchcraft is bad. It's just that you have to realize something about yourself when it comes to pussying out on life, okay? And to be a crybaby about stuff that you really need to learn and grow from. Just saying stuff about that. It's just, it's like me with my voice. I'm not a really great talker, but yet here I am talking. It takes me to be a speech therapy to get my point across. And I did have a lovely encounter with my throat and with my passed on. You know, so yes, I have lowered a few octaves since then. People have noticed. I used to be a lot higher. In many ways, more forms than one. It used to be. So, you know, many gifts come from it. Many things have not come from it. I tell you one thing though. I have grown very, very, very close to death. Me and him are like this now because of how many encounters I came across with. It's like, all right, this one time, I actually got fired behind this too. Death came to me once, right, at a gas station I was working at. And he said that across the street, there's going to be a double murder suicide, right? And lo and behold, this guy comes in, right? And I knew it was this guy that was about to do it. So I was like, what do I do? Do I call the cops and be like, hey, I predict this guy's about to go kill somebody? I'm a psychic, a medium, or something. Like, what do I do about that? So I'll just be like, no charge for the beer, just go away. Man, you can see in their eyes, man. You can see in their eyes when they're just like, I'm about to kill somebody. I'm like, okay. So, anyway, of course that happens, and I used to be friends with the fireman, and that guy comes in and he's like, oh man, you wouldn't believe what happened, man. And I'm like, oh, I kind of do know what happened, man. Death already came and told me what happened, And now to freak out about this one now. My boss, I told him that death came and did this and this is going to happen just to see what would be the reaction, right? Oh, and the next day, yep. I'm sorry, but you can't work here no more because well, yeah, okay, sorry, click. You all fired. Things I get fired for. That was probably one of the better ones. But you know how us alchemists are, we stay at one place for a little bit of time and we get shoved out the door and we gotta go somewhere else. And it's just pretty much because our angelic job is done. So anyway, that was a good one. Yeah, it's always fun to test shit out sometimes too, So I'm not saying that tarot's a bad thing or anything like that, because sometimes you really do want to see what the fuck, and just to get that insight about what the fuck, or you really want to know something about if this is a good witch or a bad witch, and maybe you can use your tarot to find out. I do, because I come across a lot of these. What the is this person a good person or a bad person? Is he? Yeah. Most people really don't have your best interests in heart, but some people actually really do. Like me, I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys so much that y'all just piss me off so damn much. But I have come to realize that the reason why I spend so much time in nature and spirits and stuff like that, and why we do, all right, hate, we really fucking hate this shit. Why do we really fucking hate this shit? Is because we love each other. Okay? Hate is not the opposite of love. Just remember that too. And that's another reason, And while we have these emotions and stuff of anger and flare and stuff, it's because of our passion and our love. Love is number one. It even says in the Bible, love is above all, So, just saying, love is key. Always, 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 always. And if you want to know something, if you come across a very dark thing, they can't stand it when you love them. You'll be like, oh, look at the little dark evil stuff. Oh my God, come here. They're a little You're too good. You're too cute. Ah! Anyway, that really does happen. It's so weird. It's like all you have to do is not be like scared because that's what they feed off of, right? That's what they want from you. They want to feed off that negativity, fear, because that's what they are. And you are what you eat, right? So, anywho, just saying. Yeah. And I sure do love him. I sure do love him, man, because, like, without my dark, 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 dark friends, I swear, and my really, really, really late ones, too, especially the light ones, because they're the ones that actually kept my ass out of a lot of trouble. I just walk my ass into because I'm like, look at the pretty lion or look at the pretty grizzly bear. Let's go pet it. That's my dumbass fucking way of thinking. So, anyway, and the angels are like, nope, 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 nope. Bad idea. Bad. Block, 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 block. They actually really do that stuff. So, anywho, much love to you all. Happy Halloween. And remember, be awesome. Okay? Don't be a, scared little wimp that just goes and doesn't have a mama to cry to no more because they did something shitty to you. There's a 9 billion people on this planet that the same fucking thing has happened to over and over and over again. Every minute a person's born, every minute a person dies, and every minute somebody gets screwed over. Okay? You're not no better. I'm not no better. We are not no better. Why? Because we're all a fragment of one, and that's just the way it is. It is what it is, and just remember that, man. If you keep that in your mind, hey, something shitty just happened. You just look at it and be like, yep, that just happened. And be like, okay then, Man, I mean, things really do happen, and yeah, and I'm sorry it does, but that's what we're trying to here to fix because it's really not supposed to be happening. This is supposed to be paradise. Let's get paradise coming back here and be like, that way we can just sit around and be like, yeah, this is much better. Yep, much fucking better. Anyway. See you later. Bye bye. Thank you.